Pamela Anderson has never been just a celebrity. She's been a cultural moment, a symbol, and a conversation starter for more than 3 decades. Whenever her name appears in headlines, it doesn't simply catch attention. It stirs memory, debate, and nostalgia all at once. So when images of Pamela resurface that spark headlines like this, the reaction is immediate and intense. For many, Pamela Anderson represents an era when pop culture was bold, unapologetic, and larger than life. Rising to global fame in the 1990s, she became one of the most recognizable faces on the planet. Yet what often gets overlooked is how much control she has gradually reclaimed over her own image. The pictures people react to today are not about shock, they're about choice. Unlike the carefully manufactured moments of modern celebrity culture, Pamela's most talked about photos carry a raw honesty. They reflect a woman who has lived under constant scrutiny and still chooses to show up on her own terms. That confidence is what makes people gasp, not the visuals themselves, but the fearlessness behind them. Over the years, Pamela Anderson has spoken openly about how the media once defined her before she had the chance to define herself. For a long time, the world saw a caricature rather than a human being. But time has a way of changing perspective. Today, many fans look at these images differently, not as controversy, but as self-expression. What's striking is how calm and self-assured she appears. There's no desperation for attention, no attempt to impress. Instead, there's a sense of comfort in her own skin, something that only comes with experience and self-acceptance. In a culture obsessed with perfection, Pamela's authenticity feels almost radical. Social media reactions often say more about the audience than the celebrity. Some viewers are shocked, others nostalgic, and many quietly admiring. The gasp isn't about surprise anymore, it's about recognition. Recognition of someone who refused to disappear quietly. Someone who aged publicly, honestly, and without apology. Pamela Anderson's journey has not been easy. Fame brought both opportunity and exploitation. Yet, instead of letting the past define her, she reshaped her narrative. These images symbolize that evolution. They aren't about rebellion, they're about ownership. There's also an important conversation here about how society treats women as they age. When a man embraces his past image, he's praised for confidence. When a woman does the same, it's labeled shocking. Pamela challenges that double standard simply by existing as herself. In recent years, she has stepped away from heavy makeup, flashy appearances, and Hollywood expectations. That makes moments like these